Hi there, I'm going to tell you a horror story for Halloween. If you're of a squeamish disposition, you may want to stop watching now. Let's just set the scene a little bit, shall we? So you're an organisation that hasn't taken security seriously. You haven't enabled multi-factor authentication, and you allow your staff to have weak passwords. As we know, there are some very spooky, scary, nasty criminals that will potentially target your business thinking they can make some money off of your pain. So what they would do is they will figure out the companies they want to target, normally companies that are well established, have a decent website, and potentially look like they've got big clients. Then what they'll do is they'll get a dictionary of keywords and random words, and they will do what we call brute force your password. So they'll go through every combination and they will figure it out. So if you've got a very simple one like password or let me in or something like that, then that'll be in the dictionary and that'll be cracked within seconds, basically. Then what they'll do is they'll log into your email account, they will monitor it for a little while, figure out what's going on, see if they can find some invoice templates or some other useful information about your clients, and then they'll set up a rule that says, from any of those clients, please forward the emails into a separate folder. Once they've done that, they'll then email the client and say, hey, just to let you know that for all subsequent invoices, our bank details have changed. So, being an obliging customer, they'll probably email back and say, thank you for letting us know, and they will then change the bank details in terms of where they pay you. But because they've set up a rule in your mailbox, moving any emails from that client to somewhere else that you wouldn't see, you'll never know. You won't know what's going on because your email box has been compromised. Just think of all the other areas and the disruption that can be caused by that kind of attack. Then the first thing that you know about it is that horrible moment when a member of your finance team comes to you and says, I've been speaking to client X and we haven't had any payment, but they say they've paid us. What should I do? And you say, well, go back to them and say, can you prove to us? And then you find out they send you a bank statement and yes, they have paid you, but they've paid somebody else to an account that you do not manage. What do you do? I don't know. You're pretty stuck. You can go and speak to your bank and you can try and recover it, but the chances of that are reasonably slim. Therefore, we have to do everything we can up front to try and stop this kind of attack. And that is using multi-factor authentication. That's having a password, which we know is potentially weak, but also using a mobile phone which has got an app on it, which when we try to log in, it asks us to approve something on the screen. So something we have and something we know. That is the best way to try and protect yourself. And actually, using multi-factor is simple, and for nearly all the systems that you'll use, it's free. So there's really no reason to do it. And yes, some of your staff may complain initially, but would you rather lose 100 grand or have some slightly grumbly staff while they get used to a new system? There we go, that's the end of our horror story. I hope it doesn't happen to you.